Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lemay Rodriguez and I'm back with episode 8 of this amazing series. The new Mortal Kombat movie is about to come out, so guess what? Let's put this brand to fight. Let's go! Here we go. I am very excited to do this episode today. I've been lost for a little bit, for a minute actually. I gotta apologize to all of you guys. I haven't filmed in a while, and there is a big reason for it. Number one, I got super busy with work. Then number two, I got married and I traveled and we went on vacation with my beautiful wife. Number three, then I got busy again with work, travel, a lot of things. And anyway, finally we're back and I'm filming again because I'm very excited about this one. What you have right here, I guess some of you already recognize it. Many of you maybe don't know what it is. But what you have in front of you right here is ALMAVE. If you've never heard of ALMAVE, I'm actually super excited about it. The reason why is because I have never tried a product like this in my life. And I've tried a lot of things. And I was really curious because I'm a fitness athlete. I'm a person that likes to stay in shape. So this is a really good thing that caught my curiosity. And I know you guys are gonna say, oh well, this came out in 2023. It's been out for a little bit, but yeah, it's been out, but I haven't tried it, and I wasn't really trying these type of products. And what I'm saying with these type of products is like what you're looking at. It's not a tequila, but it's a tequila-like agave spirit that is alcohol-free. It's non-alcoholic, and this is a big trend. A lot of brands are coming out with things that are non-alcoholic for those new generation or the old generation that doesn't want to drink every single weekend or something like that, and then they want to have something that is an exception to the rule but still tastes similar to what the tequila tastes. Now, if you recognize the brand, of course, you know that this brand was created by the one and only, the idea of the brand was created by the one and only Lewis Hamilton, F1 champion, the greatest of all times in in the eyes of many people. I believe so too. For me, him, Michael Schumacher, best of all times. So I was really interested because I love cars and I love Formula One. I'm a big fan of Formula One. So he came up with the idea of saying like, listen, I'm a driver. I like to go out and party, but I cannot drink every day. I have to practice, I have to run, I have a professional career behind the wheel. I cannot just get hammered every day. So he wanted, for years and years, he wanted to create, because Lewis Hamilton loves tequila. So he wanted to come out with something that he could drink that still gives him the same flavor profile without the alcohol. Now, that's when it gets interesting, because I have never tried it, but I actually purchased the bottles directly from the company. They were shipped to me in a beautiful box to my house. And as you see here, I don't know if the camera allows you to see it, but it's still sealed. The plastic is still in the bottle. Just so you know, I have not taken any information from anybody else. I haven't seen any review videos, even though it came out a year and so ago. I haven't seen anything from nobody because I didn't want it to be biased on anything. I wanted to have my own experience with the product, and I wanted to try it live with you guys. So that's what we're doing here. We have the Blanco, and we have what they call the Ambar. The ALMAVE Blanco is a spirit that is delivered from the same style of tequila that I like, which is the Highlands of Jalisco. Now, this is gonna get interesting because the reason why we're doing the Mortal Kombat theme today is because, yeah, let's put this brand to fight. Let's see if it stands up next to a real tequila. So we're gonna do a test of the aroma. I'm very curious. I haven't even opened the bottles. I want to do it live with you guys. So I want to test the aroma, the flavor, the consistency, and then at the end we're gonna see if it actually shows in a cocktail like a tequila will show in a cocktail. Of course, we're gonna be sincere here. Definitely because of the non-alcoholic variants of this, it's not gonna be as strong, it's not gonna be like equal, but I just wanted to see if it's actually similar, that you could actually change a cocktail from tequila with alcohol to a agave spirit, because it's not a tequila, to an agave spirit that actually imitates it. And yes, actually Lewis Hamilton partnered with Ivan Saldana from Casa Lumbre, and they are the ones who are making this product for him. So let's do it. I just want to show you that there's no hidden things here. I have not tried the bottle. I'm actually opening the plastic right in front of you guys because I want to be surprised right on camera. I don't want to be, prejudiced, or I don't want to be like prepared from what somebody told me or anything. I want to experience it right now. So we are opening the bottles right now. There you go. Big reveal coming up. And when we come back, we're going to taste the aroma, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the product, and we're going to taste the flavors, and we're going to put it together and compete versus a real tequila and see what happens. Let's see. I'm excited. Okay, we are back, and the time has come. But before we do that, actually, the reason why I'm using the Mortal Kombat movie theme, the music today, is because I've been a big fan of Mortal Kombat since I was a little kid. And the new movie's coming out. The first movie was amazing. So I actually wanted to represent the fight between the non-alcoholic and the alcoholic world, you know? So that's what we're gonna do today. And I want you to tell me in the comments below, which ones are your 5 favorite Mortal Kombat characters of all time? The ones that I love, I mean, I can tell you I love Liu Kang. I always play with Kung Lao, Scorpion, Noob Saibot, and Lord Raiden. Please tell me which ones are yours, and let's continue fighting. So, to continue this episode, I want to explain to you something that is more into the knowledge of what's behind this. Because I want you guys to understand that I want to make a fair comparison. I don't want to be biased or anything, but this is what's happening. This that we have right here is a real tequila. Okay, I'm not gonna say the brand, it's just real tequila, and this is a non-alcoholic agave spirit tequila light. Very big difference, but it's right there. So now, both of them share a lot of things together. Number one, they're both using Blue Weber agave from the highlands of Jalisco. So for those of you who know the industry, the only agave that you can use to make tequila is Blue Weber agave, Tequila No Weber Variety Blue. So that's what they are claiming to use, and it's amazing because it's the first of its kind. Because this is not the first non-alcoholic agave spirit. It's the first agave spirit that uses Blue Weber agave, which is the premium agave for tequila. So that's what caught my attention right away. I was like, wow, I gotta try that, because that's amazing. So number one, from the highlands of Jalisco. Number two, using tequila Blue Weber agave. And number three is that they are also using the cooking styles and the techniques that we use for tequila, but they're doing it in a way that they skip the fermentation process. That's when the alcohol situation happens. When you ferment is when you obtain alcohol. So since they are not fermenting, what they're doing is they're cooking the agave piñas, and then they're distilling it many times in copper steel. So for example, this one is distilled in using copper steel. This tequila is using, we cook it in autoclave and we put it in stainless steel. But it's still from the highlands of Jalisco, same location, same region, same agave. Number two, this one is using brick ovens. And I'm so excited for this. So let's go. Without further ado, let's open the Blanco first. And the Agave Blanco ALMAVE will be what will compare with a Blanco tequila. So this is my first time, so let's see. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to smell this one, and I'm going to compare with the real tequila, but let's see what I can experience from this one first. That is interesting. On the nose, of course, very light because there is no alcohol, but you can smell the agave very well, and you can smell the tequila lightness. That's interesting. Okay, very light, but it's there. It's definitely there, and you can smell a little bit of it's a little bit more floral and more on the green side, you know, because it has no alcohol. So let's do this. Let's see the nose of an actual tequila with 40% alcohol by volume versus a non-alcoholic and see how the nose changes. Okay. All right, definitely you are going to experience a difference in the nose because the presence of alcohol experience a little bit more strong aromas coming up. The lemon zest and the minerality and the how do you say, basically the qualities of the minerals when it comes with tequila and alcohol are very present, and my nose is trained for that. This is my first time ever in my life to smell something non-alcoholic from agave plants. So bear with me, but it's really interesting. It definitely does not smell like a tequila, but it smells like a good fresh agave cooked plant with a little greenish flavor there, a little aroma of a hint of green from the forest and from the ground, you know. Interesting. So number 2, we're gonna taste it. Let's see what happens. All right, interesting. Initially, it's kind of juicy. It tastes like agave juice, but in a good way. I'm not saying this in a bad way. In a good way. It still has the hint of the flavor of agave, definitely with no alcohol. It's a very different experience because you're expecting that from a tequila or from a mezcal or something like that. But definitely they were able to capture the flavor of the agave with a little hint of lemon zest and a little hint of minerality, and it's interesting. It's actually interesting. I got my boy right here that maybe he wants to try as well. And actually, there is a the after flavor. Now the after flavor is a little bit spicy. It has some spices in it. Interesting. All right, so that's the blanco right there. Now we're gonna go to the ambar. They call it the ambar because, of course, it's not a reposado, but it's what this is what their version of a non-alcoholic reposado will be, maybe. Something with a little bit more aroma. They have a little bit of aroma of, it might be closer to a reposado. I'm not gonna say an añejo because it's a little different, but let's see. I'm just trying to imagine what's gonna happen, but opening the bottle for the first time. Visually, I can tell the color is interesting. It's very interesting. It's a color that looks like a reposado or an añejo. Look at this. I don't know if the camera can show that, but very, very interesting. So let's see. On the nose, of course, very light because there's no alcohol present, so there's no strong alcohol presence coming up through the nose, but let's see. I'm doing a live. I didn't even imagine what I was going to expect from this, so I'm just doing it as we go. All right, interesting. Let's see. This is a reposado tequila from the highlands of Jalisco as well, with 40% alcohol in volume. So let's see how the aromas, if I can find something similar between them. Right. Okay, I mean, very different. It's a little darker than our reposado right here, but not too much. Of course, the aroma with the alcohol is very different, but now it's very interesting because it has a little floral aroma, a little sweetness in there, hints of apple and vanilla. I expect, but I mean, everybody's palate is different, but that's what I'm experiencing. Now tasting it, I can definitely experience some cooked agave notes over there, a little bit of vanilla. Interesting. It's still earthy and green. It's almost, I don't want to say like a tea, but it feels like somebody made a little bit of a light, very elegant tea with an agave plant, with the blue agave. And yes, it does have a little hint after flavor of the vanilla and the caramel, and a little bit of cooked agave, those notes that you typically find on a reposado or an añejo. So, hey, I'll say it's interesting. It's interesting. and it has that little peppery finish as well. It has a little bit of minerality and spice in the background. I have no idea how they're acquiring that taste, but it's very interesting. I can tell you, it is definitely not as close as a tequila I was expecting, but it is something that you can put on the rocks or you can put in a cocktail, and I think is a good idea. It's a good. You will feel like you're drinking something without alcohol. Let me rephrase that. You will feel that you're drinking a cocktail that might feel like it has alcohol, but it doesn't. So this is pretty interesting, actually. Wow, I like that. Actually, I'm impressed. I was expecting something different, full of like a lot of molasses. I don't know, sugars, a flavor. I was expecting something super sweet. It is not that sweet, and it has actually some spices at the end. So I'm very impressed with that. So, hey, good job, guys. For a non-alcoholic agave spirit, I think is absolutely impressive. It is definitely not close to a tequila, so don't go thinking that you're gonna buy this bottle and you're gonna experience the same as a blanco tequila or a reposado. It's not, but interesting, very interesting. So what we're gonna do next is I am going to use I'm gonna use the blanco from ALMAVE and the classic blanco tequila, and we're gonna do the same cocktail. We're gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna do the same cocktail for both, one with non-alcoholic and one with alcohol. And I'm gonna taste both cocktails, and I wanna see how this represents in a cocktail, how it can actually be a derivative or a change for an alcoholic blanco tequila versus a non-alcoholic. So we'll see what happens. I have an idea already, but wow, the after flavor, I'm still enjoying it. That's delicious, actually, very delicious. Hey, I'm impressed. Let's see, when we come back, we're gonna do some cocktails and we're gonna finish the product for today. But I'm actually, it gets my mind going because it's a good alternative whenever I don't want to drink. I might want to buy this on a cocktail or buy this on a club or at home, and then I feel like I'm having a good time, but without having the alcohol, because next day I have to do something, or train or work out, or I have to work or drive all day. Interesting. Let's go. Good fight so far. It's kind of not a tequila, but it's there. So let's keep going. I'll be right back. All right, we are back, and it's time for the first cocktail. So we're gonna start obviously with the non-alcoholic ALMAVE Blanco, and we're gonna keep it simple, very simple. We're gonna do a lemon drop, a classic tequila lemon drop. We're gonna skip the sugar rim, no sugar rim. We're just gonna use the lemon juice, a little bit of simple syrup, and we're gonna use the tequila, or in this case, the non-alcoholic agave spirit from the highlands of Jalisco. So we're gonna do a simple 1.5 ounces of ALMAVE Blanco. Remember to always serve forward so you don't miss on the glass. There we go. Here we go, Luis, using your product. Now from here, we're gonna do 1 ounce of lemon juice. Nice. Very simple. And then we're gonna do, let's say, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Not too sweet. Like always, from smallest to largest. Turn it around, shake it, baby. Classic lemon drop martini with the one and only ALMAVE. There you go. Ooh, that looks delicious. We're using a little bit of ice. I like it cold. Let's see what happens here. So there is your lemon drop with non-alcoholic ALMAVE Blanco. I will be right back, and we're gonna do another one with the actual tequila. I'm gonna put them side by side, and I'm gonna taste them side by side and see what I experienced from them. Be right back. All right, here we go. Cocktail number 2 with the actual tequila. So we are going to use 1.5 ounces of an actual tequila with alcohol. Let's see what happens. Same situation. Gonna do 1 ounce of lemon juice and a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Not too much. For those of you who like it sweeter, go ahead and do it sweeter. You can put some sugar rim on the top. Classic lemon drop martini. Here we go. Smallest to largest. Shake it, baby. Beautiful there. Go straight on the glass. Love it. Ooh, that smells delicious. All right, there you have it. ALMAVE lemon drop, tequila lemon drop. Let's see. Because of course the nature of this one being stronger than that one, I'm gonna start with a non-alcoholic. Let's taste it and see what happens. Round 3, fight. Wow. Interesting. Actually, tastes really good. Even though I didn't put a lot of sweetness on it, just lime. But yeah, I mean, it has that flavor of an agave spirit. Definitely very different from what I've experienced with the cocktail with tequila. But I can tell you, it's delicious. It is delicious. It's actually something that you can walk around in a club and sip on it, and you feel like you're part of the party without having to drink alcohol. So let's see. Let's go from the ALMAVE to an actual tequila. Definitely. Big difference on the consistency of the cocktail. Of course, we are a little bit biased because we've been drinking cocktails with alcohol forever, but it is actually interesting. It is actually something impressive what they have done with this. I'm gonna be honest. The result of the fight, I will, I mean, for the people that don't drink alcohol or don't drink alcoholic beverages, amazing. If you want to experience what a tequila cocktail really tastes like, it's not there. I'm gonna be honest, it's not there, but it's a delicious agave spirit. A little bit on the fruity side. It tastes like spices with a little bit of tea, with a little bit of lemon zest. It's really interesting. I actually like it, and don't get me wrong, I like it. Definitely is very different from a cocktail made with tequila, so let's not get that twisted. It's not gonna replace tequila, it's not gonna replace a tequila made cocktail or a mezcal, but definitely is something that we could enjoy in a club without having to get tipsy, sorry, or get drunk or anything. You don't want that. I've been in the industry for many years. I've never been drunk in my entire life. I like this alternative, and when I drink with alcohol, I drink very little. So this might allow me to get 4, 5, 6 cocktails instead of just 1 or 2. So that's fantastic. But anyway, it is not a tequila. They are not claiming to be tequila, but they're claiming to be tequila-like. The only one, or the first one ever in history, with the Blue Weber agave from the Highlands of Jalisco. I want to actually congratulate the team for doing this. Congratulations to Lewis Hamilton. It is a very important step on the non-alcoholic. And I believe that it's a delicious thing for a lot of people, but it's definitely not like a tequila, but it's there. I'm like, it's blowing my mind because I've never tried it before. This is a full reaction live with you guys. I did not prepare myself drinking it before the show. So I love discovery. I love creating new memories with something that I've never tried before. So maybe in another episode, I'm gonna use this one and do an old-fashioned with it, because they recommend to do an old-fashioned with it. So maybe I will compare this one with an añejo and do 2 old-fashions and see what happens. But that might be a video within itself, just doing the cocktail directly. But if you want to know more, just go to the website ALMAVE and just Google Lewis Hamilton's non-alcoholic tequila-like agave spirit, and you will learn many more things about it. I love the design of the bottle, by the way. I didn't speak about it earlier, but I think the design of the bottle is very elegant, very colorful, easy to recognize in the back bar. That's very important in the industry. So I think they did a good job. So hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as me. This is a really good discovery for me as a bartender and as an expert in the industry, because I've never tried a non-alcoholic agave spirit before, even though there are some brands that came before it. Again, I don't want anybody to go crazy on the comments and say, no, this is not the first one. It is not the first non-alcoholic agave spirit, but it's the first non-alcoholic agave spirit from Tequilana Weber Variety Blue Weber agave from the Highlands of Jalisco, the first one ever. So congratulations, let's keep on driving, let's keep on enjoying Formula One, and keep enjoying Mortal Kombat. Lemay Rodriguez, Conversation with Lemay Nation, episode 8. See you later.